A mysterious black hole found just 1,000 light years away. Hashtag TechUniverse. Have you ever thought about the world's biggest mysteries often lie among the stars? How careful those stars can be to hide something as scary as the black holes? But do you know what these holes actually are? Black holes are somehow not visible to the naked eye and have no detectable features on the surface. That's not it, as even light cannot escape them. Despite this, their influence on their surroundings makes them the ideal laboratory to test physics under some severe and extreme conditions. In today's video, we will be talking about a mysterious black hole that was found just 1,000 light years away. This might sound surprising, but this is not the first time. Hey everyone, welcome to the Tech Universe. This is the place to introduce you to the marvels of the universe of technology. We provide you data and facts from the world of technology that are informative as well as exciting. So to never miss an update, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. That being said, let's begin. Micro-lensing strikes once more. Astronomers have used the technique to detect everything from renegade planets to the most distant galaxies. In addition, astronomers have now discovered another enigmatic object that has long been theorized. Some sources first reported on it in 2009. But have never detected the popular rogue black hole directly. This discovery comes at the end of a 6-year observational campaign in which numerous authors collaborated and researched on the paper recently published on RXIV. Those 6 years of detailed data were precious, and the collection began in 2011, when a star or an asteroid about 20,000 light years away suddenly brightened. Scientists figured out for such an event and had discovered several previously, but they required more data to be certain of what they were seeing this time. What do you think about it? Do you think 6 years was too long a period, or was it just enough? Let me know in the comment section below. There are two telltale signs of microlensing. First, as seen with this incredible star in 2011, an object within its background of a microlensing event will surely become significantly brighter. Furthermore, if the positioning were favorable, telescopes would detect a slight shift within the star's position as the massive lensing object surpassed in front of it. Previous observations have revealed many brightening events that microlenses could have caused. Still, some astronomers have never discovered the positional shift that would act as enough evidence to confirm that theory. So, a few weeks later, after the star's initial brightening, Kailash Sahu and his colleagues pointed to Hubble, which is still one of the most useful observation platforms in humanity's arsenal. They then checked in with it regularly for the next 6 years. During that time, they also gathered positional data in the hopes of using a technique known as astrometry to detect or figure out slight movements that are beneficial to indicate the star was the primary subject to a microlensing object between the Hubble and itself. Hubble observed the composition of amplification and warping of the star's light. Even so, it wasn't clear that the heavy object in front of any star was a black hole, just that it was so rich in enough to cause a microlensing effect. To rule out other possible sources of the microlens, Sahu and his colleagues examined the lens's light level. They didn't find any, which would have been if the lens was caused by another object, like a brown dwarf. Furthermore, the duration of the lensing effect must be long enough to imply a particularly deep gravity well. The original event, in 2011, lasted 300 days, long enough to point to a black hole weighing roughly 7.1 times the mass of the Sun. With that weight estimate, scientists could calculate the black hole's speed, which was around 45 kilometers per second, much faster than the stars in that region of the Milky Way. A speed differential of this magnitude also suggests a possible source of the black hole itself, an explosion from a supermassive star, which most likely both created and propelled the black hole spot on its way. Sahu believes the event occurred around 100 million years ago, but it is difficult to say because there is no clear, traceable path to where the black hole originated. Even in the absence of a clear, traceable path, scientists have definitively discovered something they have long sought. And they will not be alone. Scientists will launch several all-sky surveys soon to assist scientists in consistently scanning the skies for events like the one in June 2011. And they will almost certainly find many more. That isn't to say that none of these hard-to-see masses of gravity will pose a threat to Earth, but the more we use new techniques like microlensing, the more likely we will find any that might be. The discovery is not happening for the first time. The closest black hole has just been discovered, thanks to a team of astronomers led by the European Southern Observatory, ESO, using the ESO's La Silla Observatory in Chile. The team discovered this black hole in a triple system in the Telescopium constellation, just 1,000 light years away from the Earth. This system, known as HR 6819, can be seen with the naked eye and could be one of the many quiet black holes. European astronomers have discovered the closest black hole to Earth ever discovered, so close that two stars orbiting it can be seen with the naked eye. Of course, on the galactic scale, close is relative. This black hole is approximately 1,000 light-years away, with 1 light-year equaling 9.46 trillion kilometers. However, in terms of the cosmos and even the galaxy, it is close. According to European Southern Observatory astronomer Thomas Ravinius, who led the study published in the journal Astronomy and Astrophysics, he estimates that the previous closest black hole is about 3 times further away at about 3,200 light-years. The discovery of a nearby black hole in the southern hemisphere's constellation Telescopium suggests more. Astronomers believe the Milky Way contains small but dense objects between 100 million and 1 billion. However, scientists usually only notice them when they absorb sections of a partner star or when another object falls into them. Astronomers believe most black holes, including this newly discovered one, do not have anything close enough to swallow. As a result, they go undetected. Because of a star's unusual orbit, astronomers discovered this hole. The new black hole is a part of what was once a 3-star dance in the HR 6819 system. The 2 remaining superhot stars are not close enough to be sucked in, but the orbit of the inner star is distorted. Using a telescope in Chile, they confirmed that there was something about 4 or 5 times the mass of our Sun pulling on the inner star. They concluded that it could only be a black hole. It will motivate additional searches among bright, relatively nearby stars, said Todd Thompson, an astronomer at Ohio State University. As with most of these black holes, this one is quite small, perhaps 40 kilometers in diameter. Washington, D.C. would quite easily fit into the black hole, and once there, it would never come back, said study co-author astronomer Dietrich Barde. In comparison to our 4.6 billion-year-old Sun, these are young, hot stars. According to Dr. Ravinius, they're only 140 million years old, but at 15,000 degrees Celsius, they're 3 times hotter than the Sun. He claims that about 15 million years ago, one of those stars grew too big and too hot and went supernova, transforming into a black hole in a violent process. There are probably black holes much closer than this one, said Avi Loeb, director of Harvard's Black Hole Initiative. You know, there must be many more out there if you find an ant while scanning a tiny fraction of your kitchen. The observations required to determine the 40 days had to be spread out over several months. This was only possible because of ESO's innovative service observing scheme, in which observations are made by ESO staff on behalf of scientists who require them. So far, only a few of these black holes have been discovered in the Milky Way. However, scientists believe that given the Milky Way's age, many more stars must have collapsed into black holes during their lifetime. As a result, discovering a quiet black hole in HR 6819 could provide clues about the location of these yet-to-be-observed black holes. Furthermore, research into triple systems may provide new insights into the types of violent mergers that result in strong gravitational waves, GW. For example, in a system in which a distant outer object orbits an inner pair, the external entity may have a gravitational impact on the other two, causing a merger and gas release. This is especially true if the inner pair comprises 2 black holes or a black hole and a neutron star. The authors dedicated their paper to Stan Teffel, an ESO and ALMA astronomer who died in 2014, in sadness and grateful appreciation for his never-ending alertness that also triggered this work. So now you know why we can't see black holes with our naked eye, and why even today scientists are hungry to know more about these peculiar but very exciting celestial conditions in space. The last time something crazy like this happened was for 300 days, and might be because of some huge explosion. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Do not forget to comment your views on our videos. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.